Okay, so this is the second video regarding the CIS. We've already created our settings and we've already updated our customer and our vendor. So now we want to look at how that CIS deduction or suffered works. So let's go to our sales, let's go to our customer. And our customer in this instance was ABC Limited, and we've already addressed that they're part of the construction industry scheme. So when we create our sales invoice on this particular customer, we actually receive an extra box covered by CIS. So here we can enter our labour, and we can see here that we've got a rate of, say, £80. So let's say we've done 10 hours. We can say that it's 20% VAT. And let's add some materials on here as well. Let's add a item. There we go, and let's add 10 of those. And let's select that as well. So what we've got here is normal 820, which is the sum of 20 plus the 800. And we've got VAT on there of £164. Now, when we tick this box covered by the CIS, what actually happens is that we've actually get a deduction here, and we're saying we need to deduct 20% off of this particular customer for CIS. So this is part of our CIS that is being suffered. So our invoice for our customer is actually £824. What this does mean is that you can't actually enter a material, say it's covered by CIS. There's no deductions against a goods item. It's only with regards to a service item. Now what happens here is when we hit save as draft, and then we have to mark this as sent. And it's when the payment is received that CIS that is suffered can actually be entered on the report. If it's not paid, then there is there's no CIS suffered that needs to be recorded. So we record payment. So let's say it was today's date. Let's bank and view, it's fine. Let's record that payment. Now, secondly, and this is the new update that Zoho have done. If we go to a vendor and we go to Goldstar, that again is part of the CIS scheme, we can add a bill this time. So bill number, bill date, and we can enter labour on here. And we can say rate is £40. We do 20%, and I'll show you again in the same instance, and an item, and we'll put 10 of those on there like that, and we do 20% again. Okay, so here makes sense. The 40 plus the 10 gives us the 50 plus the VAT. Now, if we do covered by CIS here, again, it won't allow us to do the materials because materials are a good, not a service, and is not subject to the CIS. So on the labour element here, we've now got our 30% deducted. So we're saying, actually, we're only going to pay this vendor the £48. So let's save that. Let's mark it as sent. Here we go. And let's record a payment. So record payment here. Perfect. Now, when we do go to this particular vendor record, there is a statement section. This is the new release that's come from Zoho. And when we do our statement, we know you can actually do a CIS statement. And it's actually doing it on fiscal months or previous fiscal months. So I've got this fiscal month from the 6th to the 5th. And what that's showing us is actually what payment has actually been made during that period. So we can see this is the amount that's been paid excluding the VAT. That was the cost of the materials. This is the amount that is subject to deduction, which is the labour element. So this is the amount that we've actually deducted, and that's the amount that's actually payable to the contractor. So based off of this, we've actually now got a statement that we can send as a PDF, or we can print it and we can then post it in the normal manner. What I really like about this is before I've had customers that have had to put this onto Word, and transpose the data and do some reports. This is fantastic that actually now this is held within Zoho. shout out to Zoho, if you could get this connected to HMRC, that would be the next step, and that would be absolutely amazing. However, this is a big step forward that we do have and really helps us, so that's great. Next video, I'll be looking at the actual reporting as well.